almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else Checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a-knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. All right, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instance, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Hail Cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work. That's a pipe!
Hello. Hello, everybody. It is your old friend, Dr. Who's the Chef, doing shenanigans because there's 3 hours remaining until the next person comes on who may or may not be on due to meetup shenanigans. And so, due to the fact that I am also on vacation right now, I thought, hey, you know what? Let's finish up this Lego thing like I said I would. I don't have to be to work today. So, boom. We're gonna have some fun. So, last time we started on the apartment, and what I did during the outro is I just put the stickers on all of the bricks. Like, I'm just, I was just, you know what? That's gonna be very fiddly. Let's just do that really quick. So, I did. So, this step has us putting some reverse tiles on the bottom of this thing. I do love how these little builds are just essentially the old-fashioned piles of Legos. Just, oh hey, here's your 1,000 Lego pieces. Dump them all on the floor and good luck. So we've got our little brickadoo. And I just stretched. Just like, here, good luck. Right? I do love this music, though. Yeah, we're gonna put a slope and a cheese wedge on the front. Then on the back, we're gonna do 2x1 into some hinges, into a half plate. That's gonna clip on right there. Remember, 3 plates equals 1 brick. Very important Lego building dimensions. And you get this little triangle right up there. Some more half plates. And let's see, plate. And we're gonna flip around and do the same on the other side. God, I am so excited. Legitimately so excited. To go hang out with everybody again. So we're gonna put that right there, and yes, that basically just takes up like almost the entirety of the apartment. It's like sitting at a baseball stadium, and it's just like okay, yeah, here's your seat. It's behind the bleacher support. To share or to inflict? Oh, hey. I know this song. We're going to put that in the anti-studs. I'm going to put a clear piece in there. I'm going to take these guns. I can shoot them with my gun. And then that goes on here like that. Then I get this, I put the little rocket on. Put a 1x1. Put the cone, followed by the spare telescope. Indeed. Bad news, the city's on fire. Well, they're not WAP mechs anymore, they're your mechs. So this is a really neat little micro-build Eiffel Tower. Like, it looks like the Eiffel Tower. And it goes right there. We're going to make a desk right now. I'm going to take this knot brick. For those of you who are new and don't know what that means, A snot brick means a snot for snot brick is shorthand for stud not on side. Speaking of snot, I'm gonna get this little vase, little plant, and a flower. We're gonna put 2 little things right there in that desk. Just gonna live right there. Hello, Blue 7. So we're gonna take this red and we're going to grab some more of these. I really hope that these aren't the brittle brown and the brittle red. I really hope that they've changed their recipe over the years. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna get a little diddly bopper. We're gonna take this printed letter piece. Now that lives like that. And we're going to take this. We're going to put the clear. I'm going to get the little hinge. Put that in like that. We got a little desk lamp. And that lives right there. And chair. So for the cooking show, we are going to make an industrial quantity of ratatouille, an absolute industrial amount. Oh, I remember. Yes. And serve it over chicken parm. That is going to be my attempt for the cooking show. Then Mo and I, for the BPL potluck, are going to attempt to recreate create Earth Meal 2. It's like, we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna attempt it. And it's going to be interesting. As much malort as can be handled. It's a BPL tradition to imbibe bad booze. We, at the traditional meetup location, we had a wall full of liquor, ranging from pretty good to downright awful. Guess what everyone kept drinking? Because it was funny. Had a, we keep running out of exotic comets. Exotic Comets is a flavored South African vodka that that has these little phosphorescent glowy balls in it that are just essentially chalk. And we keep buying more of it because it keeps getting amusing watching people react horrified to its existence. I mean, at least he has railing right here. Alright. Interesting. We're making telescopes. Hello.
How many missing pieces?
I have had 4 missing pieces.
4. I thought you said 14. Okay.
And there we go. It's the it's his apartment. And that goes right here. And you all get yeeted into the spare parts bin. And now, time for a cookie. Oh, Willie, you're not the boss of me. You can't tell me to drink water if I want to. Kind of joke there, little Willie. Alright, I'm gonna take this old school axle piece, put some pieces on like that. Ah, so it's stabilizing the rest of this. That's cool. Grimos, you must acquire additional dropships. You're gonna put these little old school flag icons or flag elements on. God, I remember some of my older sets putting flag stickers on these back in the day. Anybody else remember that? Is it just me or did my Legos just squeak? I think my Legos just squawked. Oh hey, look! Another flag! It's like, I remember putting stickers on those. For something. Now, it very much upsets me. It very much upsets me that this flag is not red, white, blue. You know. But I suppose it's because there's a few more of one piece or another in this set, and they're just like, just throw in a few more. I know on one of the F1 cars, the entire, or like on one of the Lego cars, like part of the body of it is built by when you build the frame of the body, you build a Swedish flag. Lego designers love their hidden flags. Samurai, I know you're in chat, and I know you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, the Koenigsegg. Okay. Now we do this. Yeah, we do that. Alright, we are, like, fast getting to completion, and that is intriguing. Like, we're at the point of the build where it's all coming together. Where every element is now... or all of the surprises are just like, oh, that's why that went there. Kind of... kind of stuff. Indeed. Life-size Das Boot, when I get enough clear pieces. This goes up here. Yes, I'm glad I have not angered any wizards either. Alright. Jesus Christ, how tall is this thing? Chat, I appear to have made a mistake. That mistake was buying this. It's taller than the Titanic is long. Oh god. 4 of these. Jesus. It's like I was so happy walking out of the Lego store with this when I bought it. I'm just like, oh man, this is going to be so cool. And it is so cool. But now it's intimidating. The Titanic is also easier to display. Like, I thought that Tower Bridge would be the trickiest, largest set that I had to try and display. I seriously need a dedicated room just for Lego. If your ball is bigger than your face, then it's not your ball. That is good wisdom. Ba, ha ba ba, ha ba ka cha ba. Oh. Is the wisdom dog. Grimos, I know you have dogs around you. Pet the dogs. Samurai, I know Harpo is close at hand. Pet Harpo. Are they just like, we have no idea what's going on, but thank you for the pets anyway? No, you're good, buddy. Like, this is a surprise stream. I am filling in because Crispy is, I believe, not available this afternoon for Crispy's art stream. And also, I promised that I would finish this build before I went off to join a cult. I mean, see my friends at the meetup. At least according to Diggs, I'm still going to be out of here at 3:30 because I don't know who's actually going to be filling Crispy's slot, if he is, or if Crispy is still gonna do shit, but we've got stuff and things. Stuff and things planned. Lovely. There we go. Look at the instructions, Doctor Who. And it tells you that this 1x4 right here needs to overhang by 1. First time on any of these builds that it's needed to. And the other one. And the wine list. I do love how this build is held up by literally nothing but clips. Like, essentially, in my opinion, some of the weakest Lego connections is what's holding this massive chonker of a boy up. Like, there's 16 clips holding the base to the, holding the legs to the base. Then the or the middle section just sits right on top of the bottom section. Then there are 16 connections holding the upper legs to the base. Then this part sits on top of a little seat. Like, the 4 sections are completely unconnected. They just fit into little slots, which is wild. This is a very, very cool set that has had some very, very expert level building techniques used. That was another whoops. Alright, and that goes there, and we flip it upside down, and okay, goes in like that, and then we attach. Okay, I'm trusting you, he says, not trusting you. More Greebles! I have an answer. Ask the question. I have an idea. We can use the whales. A friend of mine, she was fired from her job as an Airbnb cleaner over things out of her control. That is not a question that I know the answer to. I guess it depends on how Airbnb cleaners are classified. Was she hired by Airbnb or was she hired by the owner of the property? Because if she was hired by the owner of the property, there's probably not a lot that they can do, given that the owner of the property under his LLC, so she is an official employee, then there's probably something that she can do. That's a question for an employment lawyer, which I am not. Also a question of, even if it was outside of her control, was it still for cause or anything? This is not a legal advice channel. We just... The only legal advice we tell you to do is don't do stupid shit. Don't try this at home. This is insane. I am insane. Do not do it. Do not cook pork chops in a toaster. Yes. We actually have a lawyer. Big Seth is a lawyer. A very, very good lawyer. Big Seth can also drink like a madman. I saw the man drinking like 8 shiners and then walk out the door and drive. Allegedly. But the man drank. And I was messed up, and he's just like, I can keep going. He is also tall as hell. Big Seth is a good lad. Well, he definitely isn't my cousin Vinny. But Big Seth is a very good lad. Alright, where are we going? We're doing this. I found these two pieces. Okay. Okay. Where the hell are the little other clips? Right there is one of them. And right there's the other one. Lovely. Samurai. This piece right here. This little wrench piece. Just watched a video this morning. Do you know what this actually is? You know where this piece started as? Yes, Exoforce. It was the, just watched a video this morning. It is apparently the claw from the alien robots of Exoforce. Which seems wild to me, you know? Like, pieces that were once made as, like, one-offs have that were, like, once made as, like, one-offs have, like, outlived the set or the line that they were originally envisioned to be a part of. Okay, fair enough. So that video apparently is wrong. Wrong. People being wrong on the internet. Who would have guessed? But apparently those Exoforce arm brackets are also really, really useful pieces that have survived Exoforce. It's just really cool seeing how ubiquitous some pieces can be when people discover their utility. People being wrong on the internet, lay gasp. This is so fiddly. I am very excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. How in the hell? Oh, this is gonna be tedious. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just counting and putting bricks together. Just putting a lot of these little decorative, these anti-candles or something? I don't know what these little nubbin things are called. Oh god, right? Like, I think I would have done this all off stream then. Like, this would have been a me project. This little piece? With the little nipple on it? That's what I was asking about. Gremlin. I don't know. I need this to be over. Samurai, how much did your wife hate this part of the build? I mean, fair. Okay, so I take this. Okay, and then I do that 7 more times. Ugh. There we go. Strikes me that I should have done that twice. Oh well. Yes, the lattice work on the lower levels was quite it's an ordeal. Definitely an ordeal. Didn't want to take the case off unless necessary. Yeah, like there's a lot of lattice work up here in the top that's like super loose. You think, Zurich? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Yes, it has taken quite a lot of time. At least this isn't as bad as... duck! Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Aw, him's a good kitty. Him's a good kitty. Now, ducks, the important question is, what color is that duck? I mean, it could be a Halloween color, yes.
Philip, are you on vacation?
Yes?
Okay.
Alright, now stacks of 4 studs. See you later, Grimmy. Gotta go find your cat. Alrighty. That piece of Greeblin is all done, and then I gotta do another one! Ah. Wondering why I had extra pieces. Yes, indeed. So many fiddlies. Alright.
Go.
It's like a giant nightmare corn on the cob. Due to the thermal expansion of the metal that can occur during summertime, the tower grows by an average of 6 inches during the hottest months. Interesting. Jesus Christ. These are the last 5 bags. These are the last 5 bags. I wonder if my sanity can last. Ugh. No, this is gonna be the exact same thing. This is good news. Alrighty. Can my sanity hold? Probably not. Alrighty, boom. Is that the guy that comes down your chimney once a year and messes with it? One of my family's big things is every year for for Christmas, my dad has this CD of old Christmas music skits that he's found. And one of them is called Christmas Dragnet. Now, does anyone know what Dragnet is? I don't know that reference, but like radio soap opera police procedural. Very, very, in a very noir style. But this is like a little 5-minute radio thing about two cops on Christmas pulling in someone for not believing in Santa Claus. Like, they're just like, all right, buddy, we're gonna bring you around the city. What do you see there? What do you see on that chimney? Stockings, hung with care, but I didn't hang them up. You see kids sleeping. What are they dreaming about? Visions of sugar plums. But you can't fool me. There ain't no Santa Claus. It's like the ongoing joke is it's like, oh, Joe, my wife and I are gonna make up a little relish tray, you know, pickles, celery, or carrots, celery, scallions. You know, most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. And it's just that's just an ongoing joke. It's very funny. But it's like the way this guy says, there ain't no Santa Claus. Just always gets me. Saint George and the Dragonette. Oh man, okay. That's funny. I may have to tell my dad. We may have to find that. Me and my dad. Okay.
The legend you are about to hear is...
Okay. I have... Oh, come on.
The legend you are about to hear is true. Only the needle should be changed to protect the record.
This is
Yes, it does exactly that stuff. I also realized that I've been playing it, the sounds. There you go. Either way, that's good. It feels so good to not be at work at 2 on a fucking... on a fucking Tuesday. But yeah, Christmas Dragnet is a really funny sketch. And he's also got a Cheech and Chong Christmas thing. Hey, Mamacita, donde está Santa Claus? The pato with the hair in his jaws. He's coming down the street with no shoes on his feet, and he's... no. Donde está Santa Claus? The pato with the bony knees. Hey, man, come over here, man. I need your help, man. It's just Cheech and Chong, Cheech and Choning about Santa Claus with. I think Cheech being like, "Hey man, this is who Santa is," and Chong being like, "Oh man, I think I played with that guy. Well, he's not a group." He wears some black patent leather shoes, and he's got a really sharp short. I know that the TARDIS sound effect, the grinding noise, is someone taking a bunch of keys to piano wire and then playing that backwards. Or is that the Godzilla sound effect? I think that's the Godzilla sound effect. Part of the Godzilla sound effect. That is the TARDIS sound? Okay. I know there's some audio technical jiggery pokery going on with the TARDIS, or with the Godzilla sound effects. The pew of silenced gunshots in a lot of classic movies are a single clip of a bullet whizzing past a microphone from the Fox Studio sound library. Nice. I know that R2-D2 is like Reel 2, Deck 2 or something like that. Like that's where it, like, named after the reel that his sound effects were on. I know a lot of rain effects are actually bacon sizzling. It's like once you start listening for sound effects, you're just like, oh, I've heard that like a million times before. More fiddlies. So much fiddly. But I believe as soon as I'm done with this, it's all... I don't think there's like really any fiddly in the last bag. This is a very satisfying conclusion to this epic saga. We've done what? 7 2.5, 3.5 hour streams to get to this point. This has been a long time coming. And it's just been sitting menacingly on a table down here in my basement. And it's finally going to be over. Which is kind of how, like, the Wilhelm scream started to, like, gain a lot of popularity. And then is like a lot of the old-timey Western directors started using it. And then people in other movies were just like, it's a giant in-joke, let's do it. You'd hear the same, but yeah, you'd hear like the same eagle screech. You'd hear like the same sound of, You'd hear the same sounds of horses galloping or the same whinny. Yes, yes, yes. Bald eagles actually sound much like chickens. And they, so to protect the majesty of the bird, hello, O.O. Clapper. Thank you for your first time, chat. What a name you have there. My. How you doing, buddy? Night Owl, I believe the bot might be broken. Can you ping the Discord for Mr. Clapper here? This is unfortunate. Mr. Clapper, please, please excuse us while we fix our bot. Hold, please. This is the WBPL 76. This is the streaming arm of the Black Pants Legion. We are trying to get a link to the auxiliary, the public-facing Discord. We stream, we do nonsense, we have a lot of fun. Right now, this is... the machine spirits have passed. They are with the Omnissiah now. But my name is Dr. Who's the Chef. I cook, I build Legos, and I play video games. We have people who paint miniatures. We have people who paint digitally. We have people who ramble about writing. We are a very, very eclectic group. The one common theme throughout all of this, though, is nonsense. There you go, Clapper. There's the link to the Discord. Lots of really cool cats hanging out around there. Yes, this is my Magic the Gathering playmat that I'm just like, I might as well have something down for looking pretty at, and also to frame where I have the Legos, and it's mostly worked. I mostly keep everything in frame, he says, not keeping things in frame. Hello, Digi. I am very excited to meet you down in Location Redacted. Very excited. I hope the day is going well for you, Mr. Digi. And I hope your soon-to-be travels commence smoothly. What a coincidence. So do I have way too many playmats. I got this one because AFR is really cool and I really like the gold dragon and I wish the card was better. I have the Saris Dungeon Commander playmat. I have I have so many playmats. As am I. We get spoilers for the new, you know how 3-3 City is Lotus, but for creatures you're getting a Nyx Lotus for creatures and White Lotus tile. Huh. All right. This is the Spire. That goes just like that. That is incredibly unstable. Let's put some tiles to stabilize it. Owo Clapper, if you are in the auxiliary Discord, ping Mr. Digiman right there. Ping Mr. Digiman right there. And he will show you some of the shenanigans of custom card proxies that he has made, because he is a madman and his creativity knows no bounds. What did I just say? Before it was completed, many of the country's leading cultural figures campaigned against it, calling the structure both useless and monstrous. Oh, Clapper. We used to use Spell Table. Now we use Tabletop Sim. Tabletop Sim has a very, very, very good Commander game mode. Okay. Okay, there we go. Technically not complete. But god dang. God dang. This is gigantic. Holy shit. And it only gets a little bit taller. Oh, man. This is... Oh. My God. Samurai, no wonder you got the display case for this thing. This thing is crazy. It's just like, I knew it was going to be big when I made the base, and I saw that. I was like, oh, I thought it was going to... I didn't know it was going to be... I didn't realize how big 4 feet was. Oh. Oh, Jesus. You did. You did. And I foolishly did not listen. It is ridiculously stable, though. For being held on by nothing but friction and clips. Like, this is, this is crazy. I'm adding an oops just for my hubris. It's like when you receive a Lego. Note it down for later. Note it down for later, Ned Owl. But when you get a Lego box, you're just like, damn, that's a big Lego box. That's a big box of Legos. And when you open it, and you're just like, oh man, this is mostly empty. This ain't nothing. When I got this, like, yeah, I was like, oh man, this is a lot of Lego. Oh man, it's mostly empty air. And then, boom. Now, granted, most of the build is empty air. Last 2 bags. Let's go. You know, I wonder if in this last bag I have an extra freaking 1x2 clear tile. That is going to be the worst feeling. For those of you just tuning in to the end of this saga, very near the beginning of this saga, I was missing a 1x2 clear tile. All the way at the very, very bottom foot of this build. And Lego has yet to send me a replacement piece for it. That piece has been one of 4 missing pieces in this set. I was missing that 1x4. I would have to, I'm missing that 1x2. I'm missing a 1x4 gray tile. I'm missing a telescope piece. And there is, I think it's like 5 or 6. A couple of incidental studs that I had extra pieces of. But, Jiminy Christmas. Oh, hey, Ducks. Do you remember the cowboy stew that I made on stream that one time where I just went, how much how much cayenne do we want in here? And then I went, yes. I used ghost pepper rotel for that. Ghost pepper rotel is very good. Like, honestly, it's not as spicy as you'd think for being ghost pepper, which is unfortunate if you wanted ghost pepper, but very fortunate for adding for being for adding spice and for adding spice to a dish without being overpowering. Like, it's, at least for me, like, it wasn't bad, you know. Then again, like, I was the only one eating it. Dux, your reputation has spread up here to my household because every time I cook chili or something, I spice it to how I like it. And everyone is just like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's way too spicy. Even my brother and my father, who are notorious pepperheads, and they're just like, oh, Jesus. Yes, no, I know. You do not have the highest spice tolerance in your household. But compared to normal people, Dux, would you kindly regale chat as to what happened when you took your offspring who complained that Man, I really don't have a spice tolerance. You took your offspring to Buffalo Wild Wings, didn't you? And what did you two snack on and complain wasn't spicy? Yes, please. You have an invite. Let me pause your music. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dux is going to be joining us shortly to regale us with how he does not have a very high spice tolerance. Oh, Cookie is going to have to sit out today because she's not feeling good. She has some issues she's gonna have to deal with really quick. Mostly of the injury variety. She's fine. She just can't sit for streaming. Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear Mr. Dux? Please say quack, Dux.
Quack. Quack.
Can you all hear him quacking?
Dux is quiet. Hold on. I have a knob.
I also have a knob.
Oh, I got it. That should do.
All right. Mr. Dux.
Has completely thrown all of my recording balances off, and I will spend an hour undoing what I did in 3 seconds.
That sounds like a recording engineer.
It does.
Anyway, Mr. Dux, you claim to not have a very high spice tolerance. What is this in comparison to?
My spice tolerance is not high compared to my wife. Her spice tolerance is far greater than my own.
And what, pray tell, is the happened when you took your offspring to Buffalo Wild Wings, who was complaining about not having a very high spice tolerance?
Well, to paint the complete picture so that, they understand what we're talking about, offspring was complaining that, I don't have a high spice tolerance. And we're like, no, you have a spice tolerance. You just don't know it. And I asked him, I said, and I thought about it, I said, I've never taken you for hot wings, have I? He says, no. I said, and I looked, I didn't have anything to do at work for the next 2 hours. I said, get in the truck. And we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and we got 30 wings, and we got a variety of flavors of from the bottom of the list all the way up to the top of the list. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Is he being extremely...
No, he's going nose first into fried okra, and he's wet. How is he wet? Why are you wet? What did you do? What did you do? Why are you wet? What did you do, child? No, don't look at the okra. Look at me. What did you do? Child, what did you do?
Ladies and gentlemen,
how did you get wet?
Mr. Duck's cat, Smokey, is actually named, excuse me, sir.
That is his official title. And now he's just purring and acting innocent, like he did not go get into something, and I have to go find out what he got. Anyway, I'm not petting him because he's cute. I'm petting him because they redeemed pets. That's why, not because I spoil him. We had our weather, and our weather was very weather-like. Yeah.
In all the weathery ways?
Yes. The air was moving sideways. And everything in the air, or exposed to, or adjacent to the air, was also moving sideways.
I had a rainstorm around my place recently. I was at work, and I swear to God, I saw the rain going 90 degrees vertical and it knocked out like 5 or 6 of our pumps.
Yeah, I have windstorms. When
Indeed.
it hits objects, it changes direction. It's got inertia.
Anyway, Offspring, you have not had hot wings. Let's get some hot wings.
So we go to the Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm trying to explain to him, like your just put your nose right in my mouth.
Good kid.
So good cat. Anyway, so I explained like your understanding of what is spice. Spicy is smidge biased because you live in the same house as your mother. And so we sat down. We ordered 30 wings, and they were in increments of 5 from the bottom of the menu all the way up to the top to the blazing. And like from the jalapeno up to like the ghost pepper, my personal favorite, mango habanero.
Mango habanero is a slept-on flavor.
It is.
Like
it is
done well, it is the perfect blend of a full-bodied rich salsa with enough like fruity sweetness to cut the unrelenting spice, but just enough spice.
So, we got everything all the way from jalapeno to blazing, just stopping every so often for a couple of favorites, including the Jamaican jerk, which is, it's not bad. But
I love the
worth
desert
trying.
heat.
I don't know if I've tried that one. That's a dry rub, right?
That's a dry rub.
Yeah.
It's very good.
But anyway, and then I ordered the tortilla chips, as you do, but their salsa is pretty terrible, so I asked for 2 cups of their blazing sauce. To dip the chips in. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like,
a duck does.
Yeah. So the chips come, and Offspring and I were talking. I'm trying to explain to him the difference between generic white people hot and the rest of the world hot. They're not the same. And the chips come, and we're just dipping the chips in the blazing sauce. My son, too. He tried the salsa. He tried the sauce. He's like, okay. And the sauce is a little bitter, if we're all.
I mean, stupid spicy stuff gets bitter, which is why, like stupid spicy needs to have good flavor, or else it just will be bitter.
Kat, can I use my hand, or are you just going to lay on it?
It demands that it gets pet with that hand.
It is. He's getting petted now. Anyway. So I kept the menu so that I could arrange them from like one side of the table from his left to right. So from my right to left. And, these are hotter in this direction. And, okay. I'm talking on straight. Anyway, so we started at the mild and worked way all the way to the hot, and he had all of them, didn't sweat at all. And then we agreed, like, he had his favorite flavor, which was about 2 or 3 steps down the ladder, which is respectable. And I explained to him, I said, so this sauce right here, I said, these are the hottest wings they have. And he tried one. I said, okay, does it taste familiar? He says, I guess. And then I said, dip a chip in that sauce. That's the blazing sauce. He says, oh, I mean, it's a little hot. I said, right.
A little hot, ladies and gentlemen.
To most people, it's not a little hot. To most people, it's painful hot. It's the sound. It's the flavor of screaming.
The flavor of screaming. Man, I'm really upset that QuoteBot is dead.
I want you to know that it brings me great pleasure that Night Owl cannot quote me on that. Great pleasure. Hey, could you bring me my tea? It amuses me no end that he can't.
You only think that, Ducks.
Okay, you can't do it right now. Thank you, dear. Anyway.
It is the flavor of screaming.
So I had to explain to him the difference between hot, like actual hot, and white people hot, and mommy hot. Mommy's hot is not the same scale.
Your wife could probably eat something as hot as a nuclear explosion and be like, oh, it could be a little bit spicier.
Well, I mean, maybe not. If okay, Geki's saying I like how this entire thing sounds like it's framed as birds and bees talk, but instead about spice. Well,
It was.
it was, but also Son is slightly autistic, so you got to break it down in a very methodical, mechanical way.
He's a good
So
kid.
I'm just giving it to y'all how I gave it to him. He's a good kid, little derpy, but he comes by it honestly.
I mean, given who his parent is.
That's like I said, he comes by it honestly. Doc, I think you were at our house maybe 2 hours before. Like, here, try this cayenne pepper, and we're just eating cayenne pepper with a spoon.
Yeah.
And we had 4 different types of cayenne pepper. I regret to inform we're down to 2.
Oh no.
We ordered the 75,000 SHU, and it came in, and Shyla tried it, and she's like, "This isn't as hot as it's supposed to be." I'm like, "I know, dear." So she wound up going back to using several tablespoons every time she cooks something. So we got to order it again soon. It's hard to find good spices sometimes.
Okay, so quickly interruption. I do not have an extra 1x2, so not sad. Please continue on the description of your many hot sauces for both home use and visitor use.
Okay, well, I would like to think that everybody has 2 sets of spices. A set of spices for when you don't have company over and want it hot, and a set of spice for when you do have company over and don't want to melt your guests. We have guest cayenne pepper that we use to season food when we have company over, so we don't melt them. And you, I think, tried a spoonful of that, and it is flavorful but not hot.
It is full-bodied. It is full-bodied and has a kick.
Right. I want to say that when you were here, we had, I don't know, a modest collection of hot sauces, just 10 or 12 bottles, maybe a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Some of them are gone. You actually sent us 3 jars of the Tabasco peppers. Those are gone and have been replaced by more.
Lovely.
And those have been used and replaced and are being used again. One day we sat down and I forget what we were eating. It was something with mashed potatoes, and I just popped the dropulator off the top of the bottle and used a fork, and I just started fishing out peppers, and I fished out half a bottle.
Dropulator.
Yeah, the little plastic doodad on the top. That's called a dropulator.
Is that the official patent
Yes.
name of it?
Yeah, it's a dropulator.
Okay.
It converts the deluge of liquids to drops.
Okay.
Oh, he clipped it. Anyway, but I just started fishing out the peppers, and I filled a bowl of the pickled Tabasco peppers. Oh, they got a little spice to them. And Shyla comes along and steals all my peppers, so I had to fish the other half of the jar out. And between the 2 of us, we ate an entire jar of Tabasco peppers in a single sitting. No, it was on the side. Take a bite of meatloaf, eat a couple of Tabasco peppers, eat some mashed potatoes, eat some Tabasco peppers, as you do.
These are the last of the Legos, chat. I also recall you telling me your super secret special recipe for literal straight up fried jalapenos.
Mm-hmm. That is a very proprietary recipe. But the source of that recipe doesn't exist anymore, and we're the only ones left that know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, literal straight fried jalapenos.
And they're delicious, aren't they?
Shut up. You shut up with being right.
I actually talked to Mo behind your back and asked if on the way back y'all thought it would be possible to get a few gallon jars of jalapenos back with you. But then Mo's like, oh, I'll start calculating and he started calculating cubic feet and cubic inches. And I'm like, Mo, if you hit a point where you're calculating the cubic inches of storage you have in your vehicle, you have more than you can carry. You've already lost. I'm not going to add 2 or 3 gallon jars that are going to break and then fill your car with jalapeno juice, which is a smell that will never, ever come out.
No, it will not.
It will be there until the second coming.
And more hot dogs. Would you like a metal gray sausage? Chat, I think I broke ducks.
Typing. No, I was typing. I needed I have one brain cell and it was busy. So, yet another thing that Night Owl would quote if he could. See, my secret success is I know I'm dumb. I just don't care. A lot of people try to be the best in the room or the smartest or whatever. I just try to be the happiest.
Well, I think you're succeeding.
Sometimes.
I've
had an idea.
Yes.
And I have no way of implementing it, but I think it's actually a good idea.
Okay.
Now, this is where some people usually go, oh no. However.
Look, so chat, usually when Duck says, I have an idea, normal people who know Ducks go, oh Jesus Christ. And then Ducks will respond by claiming, no, this is a perfectly normal, safe idea. And then people who really know Ducks are going to be like, are you sure? And then he says yes. Okay. And then we respond with, as perfectly normal as pork toaster.
Okay, hear me out. I understand that I have a history of some questionable choices. All right? I get it. I get it. I know I have done some things that were a bit spur of the moment and not well thought through.
Pork toaster is one of the greatest things that I think I have ever encountered.
Right.
It got me into Brussels sprouts.
That being said, in this moment, I have an idea that I think is actually very normal, and once I describe it to you, I think you'll want one.
Okay, continue.
All right. When you mow your grass, it's typically in the hotter months because grass doesn't grow when it's cold out.
Yes.
All right. That being said, when you're mowing your grass, you're exerting effort, you're sweating, you're hot, you're tired, you're a little crabby, right?
Yes.
Now, let's think briefly about a blender. A blender works by turning a little stop, a little gear that turns a blade.
Yes.
Right. A lawnmower is, okay, let's be honest. A lawnmower is an explosion-powered spinning blade on wheels that you use to circumcise your lawn. All right, we know that.
Generously.
But what if you had a lawnmower that had a gear on the top and a blender attachment so you could stop halfway through, latch on the blender, and make margarita? In your yard, margarita break.
That is not where I was expecting this conversation to go. But that is explosion-powered margaritas. Yes.
Right. So, first of all, it was a very normal idea. You didn't see it going in that direction, but that's just because you didn't appreciate how normal it was going to be. Anyway, all I'm saying is, lawnmower with optional blender attachment to chunk, blend like margarita break, have a margarita, finish the yard. Admittedly, the lines won't be as straight, but that doesn't matter. You've had a margarita.
Screw Karen and her HOA.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the normalest ideas I think I've heard you say.
Not all of my ideas are unhinged.
Only most of them.
I don't think I've had a single unhinged idea this week.
That you've communicated to me.
No, I have a block and tackle and 200 feet of tow rope, and I have to get stuff 100 feet in the air. And I've had to do a lot of math, and it helps to be a little bit insane.
Yes. As someone who has a math degree, you need to be a little bit insane to do math.
Right. Well, there are people that take statics class in college, and they're like, I'll never use this. And then there are people that take statics class, and they're like, this is very important, and this is how people stay alive.
Yes. Oh no, they made ducks do math.
That's my secret night owl. I do math every day. That's why I'm nuts. I do math people don't understand to fix problems they don't know they have in ways they can't comprehend. And no,
God, I
you can't
really
have my-
wish the quote bot was working.
And yet, here we are. I'm getting away mostly scot-free.
He can't keep getting away with it, chat.
And then he got away with it.
Ideas are thoroughly hinged. It's a gate hinge, and it's totally attached in a meaningful way.
Yes, laterally, vertically, diagonally. A direction's a direction. Wait, hold on. I have to redeem a... water break. Oh no, someone redeemed a water break.
I wonder who it could be.
You've had my tea. It wasn't water, it was tea. You've had my tea.
It is
I think I make
very good tea.
the secret ingredient is patience.
But what if I don't have any?
That's your problem.
It is my problem.
I make my tea on the stove, as any good southerner.
The quote squad has pen and paper. They can be added later if need be.
Yes, Bully Snake, they have pen and paper, and they can add some later, and I'm sure they will. But if I say 30 or 40 unhinged things, they're only going to catch 5 or 10. Usually, to get away with that kind of a ratio, I have to stand next to Squick.
I honestly wonder how many, like, what percentage of the quotes on this channel are attributable to Squick.
I feel like that can be done. So did I ever tell you the very first things I ever said to Squick when I met him in person? Very, very first thing.
Yes, but I forgot.
Okay. I was at the meetup, and I hear a very distinct voice across the building. And I was talking to Kings Row and Will. And I looked at Kings Row and Will, and I said, quick, give me a noun. And one of them said, what? I said, give me a noun, a person, place, or thing. First one in your head. And one of them said, turtles. I said, okay. I pointed to the other one and said, give me a noun. And he says, and I think it was Will said, Minnesota. I said, okay. And then I just walked away.
Okay.
And then I walk over to Squick, and I waited patiently. He was bringing stuff in. He was talking to people. He was greeting people. And then when he turns to me and he says, hello. And I said, Minnesota Turtles. And then I just turned and walked away and walked back over to Will and Kings Row. all I heard from behind me was Squick going, "What?"
Oh man,
First thing I ever said to Squick in person.
that is very good. Very good indeed.
Basically, my only real powers are improv and distraction, and I could argue that distraction is an offshoot of the improv skill tree.
You could very much say that
messed up.
improv is mostly distraction.
I messed up breathing. I have no excuse. I have failed.
I have done that many times at work. I have taken a drink of water up at the register, helping a customer, and then I start dying, and they're just like, "Are you okay?" I'm just like, "Okay, I'm fine. I just forgot how to breathe."
You give them the little thumbs up. Pardon me.
And
I'm
you're-
okay.
And you're just like, "Yes, I forgot how to breathe."
I was just walking along once. I was walking through the grocery store, and suddenly I was choking.
I've done that too. I've done that
I
too.
would like to think most of us have, and maybe a bit of saliva or
just
gunk or
accidentally
suddenly there's
some
something
spit.
or something,
And there's like,
and then
your
you walk
next
along, and all of a
15
sudden,
minutes is just hell.
and your eyes are watering, your face is red, and you can breathe but can't breathe, and you can't get a deep breath of air, and you can't stop coughing to breathe, and you're like, "Yeah, I messed up." You're okay, yeah, I messed up breathing. Oh, okay. I've had that conversation more than once. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people think that I'm intelligent or smart. I am intelligent. I'm not smart. There is a difference. I can prove it.
Yes. Yes, he can. And he does on a regular basis.
Common sense. Let's see. Book smarts is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Common sense is knowing it doesn't go in a fruit salad.
Intelligence
Capitalism
and
is-
wisdom and yes.
Capitalism is, or charisma is telling people that salsa is good for you.
Okay.
You've never played D&D with me. We should change that someday.
We need to change this. How have we never played D&D?
I am a very normal, boring D&D player.
Please, will you inform people of your espresso wizard?
Oh, that is the druid who specializes in coffee. The coffee druid. He grows coffee plants. His great water spell creates coffee. He is a coffee druid named Ed Espresso. And
what did he say when he cast Burning Hands because he misread the spell?
Okay, first of all, I'm never going to live that down.
No, you're not.
All I did was forget the name Burning Hands. And we had lured a bunch of methods that were absolutely about to just saw us in half. We were about to get obliterated. We lured them into a corner, and my character is aha, I know what to do. And I'm like, I'm going to cast a spell. So my character shouts, "Get fisted, weirdos!" And I cast Burning Fist. And then the whole everybody's just dead silent for a moment. You cast what? Burning Fist. It was 3 or 4 minutes before anybody could speak coherently. Because I had just declared, "Get fisted, weirdos!" And I am never, ever going to live that down.
No, you are
If there
not.
were a recording of me playing D&D, can you imagine what kind of weird stuff people would be clipping?
Yes, I can.
And it's not on purpose. I'm just incompetent. By the way,
Yes.
I really, really tried to go with that. By the way, so I play a druid the most useful druid spell is Shillelagh. In fact, it's probably the most useful cantrip in all of D&D.
It
You could
really
argue,
is.
You could argue with me, and it's all situational, but it's hilarious because you can use it on an improvised club. The word improvised club. Yes?
Yes.
Hear me out. If you take a club to an artisan and you pay them to carve it into a flute, it is still a club.
Yes.
Therefore, if you have them carve it into a flute shaped like a rubber chicken, it is still an improvised club.
Oh God. Oh God, why? I'm the man that's gonna beat you to death with a wooden chicken.
Yes. However, hear me out. Oh, samurai, no. No. Oh, that's terrible. Samurai says Dungeons and Bad Dragons Shillelagh. No. Anyway, so last D&T session, Mo's character is calling for help because we're looking at a bunch of undead because they're angry with us for reasons that are not at all our fault.
What did you do?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, so while he is trying to contact other people and say, hey, look, we need help. There's like a couple hundred undead and people are angry with us. I was behind a wall of brambles that somehow caught fire. Believe it or not my fault. And my character couldn't do anything. So I said, I'm going to pull out my chicken flute. And I am going to play the chicken flute this turn because I can't do anything else. And the DM says, roll for performance. And then I check, and this has happened multiple times. I have no skill points in performance, which I think is funnier. I'm like, y'all, this is going to be terrible. Because usually I roll like a 1 or a 2. Nope. Rolled a 19. He says, okay, what are you playing? And I had actually queued up on my laptop to the YouTube. I need a hero. And all I did was click play and point my mic at the speaker. So Mo's calling for help, and I need a hero. The only time it's been funny that I succeed a roll. And Wookie says he'll GM a game for us. We could probably do that on stream.
Club and a masterwork tool for perform musical instrument. And so you could alter it to a rubber chicken so I could give a bonus to perform comedy.
See? Aha. See, I'm not the first one to have this idea, therefore it's normal.
Not the first one and normal are, I could argue, very different things.
I could argue that it's situational, but it's funnier if I don't.
Yes. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very close. Here we are. Boom.
He's erecting the Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
Fuck, I must step away for a moment. Please pardon me.
You are pardoned. Get out of the way. Yes, just bare ceiling. Don't at me. Bare light bulb. Don't at me. Bum 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 bum. 300 steelworkers used more than 2.5 million rivets and 60 tons of paint to construct and cover the tower. Move it separately, not all in one piece. Alright, I'm not gonna listen to you. What the hell is this thing? What the actual... Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome hell is this? Like... let's see. Alright, I am standing on my bed, which is...
That's very tall, Doc.
Yes, yes it is. Give me a second. I need to fix something.
Grandma says it's large enough to have BattleTech fights around it. I think it's a really good idea.
I'm not taking it to location redacted.
I don't think it'd make it out of your door. All right, Doc, I must leave you. I have to go and collect offspring from the House of Education.
Have fun doing so.
Depending on traffic, no. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, ladies and gentlemen of chat. Why are you here? God, that line is so funny. I blame Parallax.
See
It's
you
his
later.
fault. Talk to you later.
There we go. Minor emergency averted. Alright, I am standing on my bed. And I am about a foot below the thing. And, Jiminy Christmas. Alright, ha 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 ha. It's Hamu, thank you. Alright, hello. You know, see my pants. Jesus Christ. I'm 5'6". This is 5 foot tall. This is too big. This is too big. And then this is the apartment, and he lives up here. So before the elevators, he had to walk all the way from up here to down there and back up. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a build and a half. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I now have to decide where this needs to go. Holy crap. I can use it to pose battle mechs around. Battle mechs should... How tall is the Eiffel Tower, and then how tall is an Atlas? An Atlas is like 10, 12 meters tall? 15 meters? Times 3, 45 feet. This is almost mech scale. This is almost mech scale. But... I can answer this question. I might have... Huh. Might work. I don't know. The Mad Cat, the C-scale Mad Cat, is that... Because if this was like 3/4, I think it might actually be to scale. That is hilarious. Okay. Let me see if I can't find something. Okay. I hope that this doesn't bork up the recording. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, of the chat for joining me. Thank you for coming in and having a good time. I will see you tomorrow for Ghost of Tsushima. Then you won't see me until the next week for Ghost of Tsushima. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great day. And let's listen to the French national anthem. No, I am not working tonight, which is why I am here. I should have been at work an hour and a half ago, but I'm on vacation. Appropriate anthem. It's unfortunately not Hail Cargonia, but sue me. It's my show.